You! See the Light and the title track from the album by the Jeff Healey Band. On Command Performance this evening. Actually, that might be a concept to work on, guys. Is just do an entire song that's just an ending. Just go on for 3 minutes ending. I mean, you're about the only band I can think of that could actually get away with it.
That'll be our next album, actually. It's called Endings. There was beginnings.
Kind of that Barbra Streisand-esque sort of thing.
The way we were.
Yeah. Well, let's not get sentimental, Jeff.
The way we are.
Which is a sad enough story as it is. So let's just move right on here. We're in our oversized living room here in Studio One at Eastern Sound in Toronto. The show is Command Performance, and most of the studio audience here this evening has won tickets from Q107 in Toronto, which happens to pay me every couple of weeks for coming in and doing radio.
You didn't give me any tickets.
No, well, sorry, Jeff. We gave some to your friends. We're happy here. Well, we do have a bunch of people here that did win tickets, and some of those people have questions. John is the first person this evening. A question for the Jeff Healey Band.
Yeah, Jeff, what I wanted to ask you, with as much time as you guys are spending on the road and traveling all over the place, it's obvious that the working end of it's going, but how important is the friendship within the band to the success that you're having?
Oh, it's the most important thing. What were you going to say? I heard this. What? Go ahead. No. I was just about to...
See, you're arguing. See what you're starting?
See?
Now look.
We don't
answer a question. Shut up. All right? Enough of you.
That answers the question.
That's right. No, seriously now, folks. We couldn't make it. We wouldn't have made it even a quarter of the time that we've spent together so far if we weren't very good friends. I mean, you know, There's times, obviously, on the road when you've spent, say 5 months in Los Angeles, seeing each other day after day after day.
24 hours a day.
When you don't want to hear the other person, the other guy's name, for let alone anything else. And a couple of days away, and then we start to go through culture shock and wonder, I wonder how Joe's doing. What's Tom up to now, or something like that. So we always keep in touch, and even, on vacations, make sure that the three of us are doing okay.
I can understand, though, after being on a bus with each other for 5 months, you'd probably rather spend a weekend at the Bates Motel than see the other guy's face again. We move on to our second question. That comes from Sean.
Hi, Jeff. First of all, I'd like to say hi to a friend in Mississauga, Ontario, IFS. Secondly, Jeff, do you think your musical
get
style...
that in there, do you?
You got it.
And he did.
Do you think your musical style, the way you play your guitar, contributes directly to your popularity?
And among other things, yes. That's certainly. I mean, we can. It's been touched on about the blindness and the different style of playing and all that sort of thing, and that's the only reason why we've reached any height at all and all that sort of thing. And that's somebody's opinion. Personally, I think what contributes directly to the popularity is the fact that all three of us have worked very hard to get where we are. I mean, as a band, and as the three of us, I feel that I wouldn't be nearly this far along without Tom and Joe. And it was just it's just one of those teams that bands together and plays well together on stage and does good business together off stage, and we know where we want to go, and we all sort of think along the same lines that way.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Thank you.
And hello, FS.
There we go.
There you go.
Man sneaks in his message first. I think he's got a career in radio.
He does.
And our third question comes from Samantha. Thank you, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. I want to say I'm thrilled to be here. I drove all the way from Ottawa, where I listened to 54 Rock.
Hey, you could have got a ride down on the plane that we came out on yesterday from Ottawa.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have been with you for
54
sure.
Rock.
I wanted to ask you, I heard you had your own blues radio show.
It's actually not a blues, it's a jazz radio show, dealing with jazz of the era that I collect, and it's on another Toronto FM station, of which there are a couple.
No, there aren't, Jeff.
Oh, okay. No, there aren't. doesn't have the power of Q107, but it's there, and so am I, and every Thursday from 1 to 2. So. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Now that I've totally embarrassed myself here on this major network.
Well, it's okay, Jeff. I do it every day.
I'm looking for...
Somehow they still keep paying me. Figure that one out.
Well, look, if any of the stations listening want to hire me part-time.
We're going to play... I need a co-host.
Do you?
I certainly do.
look,
You've heard my show. You know I need a co-host.
I've had a good laugh at it certain afternoons, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're gonna take a listen to Hideaway. I mentioned that as being nominated for a Grammy for instrumental, and you mentioned that it came out of left field, but it still must be nice to see that sort of recognition. The Grammys are still a pretty exclusive club.
Yes, they are very much so.
Is that a club?
Yeah,
Well, it is. Yeah,
it's
it's
the Grammy
just down the
Club.
road here.
Yeah, the Grammy Club.
So, have we paid our membership? I don't know.
We haven't paid membership to anything so far.
I didn't say that too loud.
That's why you're in a rock and roll band.
Out there
I'm out of here.
But it must be a nice feeling to see that that you're nominated along with such other pretty big
Frank
big stars.
Zappa, Jimmy Page, Carlos Santana, Joe Satriani. I don't think
Haven't heard of any of them, but I think that there's probably other guys that are.
I don't think we're going to get it. But whether we win the award or not is not the issue. The nomination, as you said, it just came out of nowhere, and we were surprised, we were shocked, we were very pleased to even be recognized that way, for being nominated. That's incredible.
Well, we'll take a listen to the tune. You guys are still going to play some more, but this is where I say goodbye, and thank you very much for coming out tonight. You're real
Before
busy.
the card game?
And
Well,
we'd like to also mention and clear up that Robbie Blunt is the other guitar player on this cut.
Ex Robert Plant sideman.
Ex Robert Plant sideman, yes, a wonderful guy, good beer drinker, etc., etc. So Welshman, what do you think?
You guys playing a big gig tomorrow night at Maple Leaf Gardens, opening for Tom Cochran and Red Rider. Good to see you up on the big
We'll be
stage.
there in the big league.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming out tonight and performing On Command Performance. And
Thank you for having us, John.
Okay.
Thank
See
you.
later, Jeff, Joe, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay, we still got more to go.
Take a bow.
We still have a lot more to come from the Jeff Healey Band. This is Hideaway from See the Light, the Jeff Healey Band On Command Performance.